My crazy roommate went mad, came into my room while I was sleeping, and smashed my stuff with a baseball bat. So, I filed charges. I've been living with my roommates for 3 months now. I knew them for about a year before moving in, and I thought they were pretty cool, but I dunno now. They've known each other for years, since high school. Anyway, in the first month, I brought someone home from town, and he ended up staying the night. One of my roommates saw him leave in the morning and told the other one, and they kinda gave me poop for a while, but eventually they got over it, or so I thought. The next time I had a friend, girl, stay over the night, and we watched movies. I asked if I could have her over, and they both said that's fine, but complained afterwards that we had made too much noise and that they didn't want that friend over again, night or day, because she laughed too loudly. She does, but banning someone from the house because laughing? I said fine, whatever, and we've done movie nights at her place since. I've recently been seeing this guy for about a month, and he's stayed over 3 times since then. The first night they thought it was a one-night stand thing again and gave me poop. Second night they kinda seemed annoyed and one said we had been using the bathroom too much. His room is right next to it. I didn't think we had, but I said okay, but they didn't say I couldn't bring him over again. The third night, they told me he wasn't allowed over again because it was their space, and he used the bathroom too much, and they could hear us having sex all night. We had sex once and it was in the morning, so I don't really know what they were hearing. Also, he only used the bathroom once, and I told him to be really quiet, and he was? But they said they don't want me bringing people over anymore and that I can go to the person's house if I'm gonna keep doing it. I can get it if it were for safety, like if I was bringing random guys into the house, but for friends and a guy I've been seeing? There is another flatmate, girl, who is always at her boyfriend's, but she was there one night and said she didn't hear anything, and she is right next to my room, so I think they may be making poop up. They bring guys over and play Xbox till like 3 in the morning and their friends pass out on the couch. I'm getting pretty annoyed with all the hypocrisy. Update, 2 weeks later. I honestly cannot believe how quickly things escalated, and I'm sorry for not updating sooner, but I've been ridiculously stressed and busy with what happened. So following the advice posted, I continued bringing over my, now, boyfriend and ignoring them if they be atched about it. Things came to a huge head last weekend, and I've spent the last week dealing with the fallout. Last Saturday, he came over and we were going to have an early night so we could do some hiking in the morning. Roommates were drinking with their friends, playing Xbox, and making loads of noise, so I went out and asked if they could keep it down. I honestly thought they were fine. Me and him were able to sleep until about 4 a.m. when one of them burst into our room with a fucking baseball bat and starting smashing poop. He was screaming things about how I had embarrassed him in front of his friends when I didn't have the decency to shut up, calling me a slut and a whore. I thought he was going to unalive me, but my boyfriend jumped up and started trying to restrain him, and the other roommate ran in and started helping. My boyfriend got smacked in the nose, and blood was running everywhere. I was on the phone with the police by this point. They came and he was arrested. My boyfriend had to go to the hospital. Tim had broken his nose, and about $350 worth of damage was done to my belongings. The other roommate has not stopped apologizing about how he didn't realize that the crazy roommate was that bad, and he was just trying to back up an old friend, but he said my boyfriend is welcome anytime. Me and my boyfriend both have a restraining order against crazy roommate, and the police came with him as he moved out all his poop, and we've gotten the locks changed. I'm still looking at moving out as soon as possible, and am staying most nights at my boyfriend's. I'm struggling to sleep because I'm sure someone is going to burst into the room. I can't believe I could misjudge someone so much.